We did a lot of traveling around the South, and we saw that there were a lot of wonderful food places that were not maybe written up in newspapers, but had a lot of customers and a lot of locals. They were on the side of the road. They maybe not sold bait like Dixie Kitchen and Bait Shop, but they might have sold t-shirts. They might have sold gasoline. And then what they had in the back might have been some wonderful food. It might have been egg salad sandwiches. It might have been gumbo. It could have been many things. So we put Southern food because of the diversity of the neighborhood. And we felt that this provided the food options and the money options and also the kind of unusual choices that people could pick from. We just try and take the best of what we found south of the Mason-Dixon line and put it on the menu.
So Barrack, it looks like they serve some liberal portions there.
You know, that is one of the things that I like about this place. The prices are right and the portions are good. You know, it has done booming business in the Hyde Park area, attracting people from all throughout the South Side since it opened, which it hasn't been that long, I think maybe 4 or 5 years. But really, I think represents the kind of neighborhood restaurant that every neighborhood should have. People feel comfortable going there. They take their families there. You know that you're going to get a good value for the money. It's become so popular now on the South Side that a lot of times if you get there too late,
when you go in there.
You're going to be waiting for a while, working up an appetite.
Now, Kevin, did you have to wait when you went in there?
No, we walked in. There was a lot of people, and the hostess was very nice. She, hello, how you doing? I'll be with you in a minute. They sat us down, and it was very nice. We walked in. It was comfortable. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. I didn't expect to like it. I thought it'd be a long ride and get down there, and I didn't know what I was in for, but I walked in, I was very happy. Yeah.
Now, Karen, did you also feel it was a good value for the portion that you received?
Oh yeah, I had an awesome meal there. I had the blackened catfish, and I must say it was some of the best that I've ever had. Although the side dishes that they give you copious amounts of food, but the side dishes, black-eyed peas were okay, the slaw celery seed a little too sweet for me, and the greens a little soggy, but you know, it didn't matter because with the cornbread and the blackened catfish and my Abita beer that you can't find up here in Chicago, I was there.
What about you at Dixie Kitchen, Barrack?
You know, I ordered the Southern Sampler just because I couldn't make up my mind. Since, as I said, I eat there quite a bit. So, you know, I wasn't sure what I was in the mood for. I said, well, you just bring me a little something. You know, it's not gourmet cuisine, but that's not why I go to Dixie Kitchen. You know, I'm not looking for some fancy presentation or, you know, extraordinarily subtle flavors. I mean, what I'm looking for is food that tastes good for a good price.
And they're serving a lot of people are coming through the doors
exactly.
there. I got there just in the nick of the time,
Right.
and it was crowded.
Right.
Kevin, what about your meal there? You started out with the fried green tomatoes.
I had the fried green tomatoes, and we followed up with the shrimp, and we had to peel it. It was excellent. It was nice and spicy. It opened up your mouth. And then I had the blackened chicken, which I thought was fantastic. As Karen said, the flavor was perfect. It wasn't too spicy. It was nice. And my date had chicken fried steak, which I've never had before, and I had some of that, and that was pretty good. So from beginning to end, it was a new experience, and I enjoyed it. And like Barrack said, it's a great deal for the value for the money. I mean, you get excellent portions, and it's excellent food.
Yeah, and I think people really look for that when they go out. I think they look for, you know, where can they get a great value? And, you know, price could be, you know, $5, $8, $10, even $20, but it's what you're perceiving as the value of what you're getting.
As I mentioned before with kids, boy, that becomes a factor. You know, now we only have 2. I can imagine families with, you know, 5 or 6 kids. Boy, yeah, I'm going to look at that menu. I'm going to look at that menu pretty carefully. Yeah. And so Dixie Kitchen, I think, is a good option for people.
And like when you go to some Mexican restaurants, they'll greet you with chips and salsa. Here I was greeted with corn cakes, and I thought that was such a welcome greeting. Like, sit down, here's a little something.
Although those are pretty dangerous because you can fill up on those.
And then,
pretty quick. You know, you have about 3 or 4 of those pancakes, and suddenly you're sitting back. So I've learned from my some past mistakes, you know, that I've got to
Careful.
I've got to be cautious. I do have to put in a plug for their peach cobbler, which people
See, if I would lay
tend
off
to
those
gobble
corn
up
cakes
pretty
when they
good.
set them on the table, maybe I'd have some room for some
That's
peach
the problem with
cobbler,
those
but-
Johnny cakes. You know, they'll get you early, and then you won't have time, you know, room for the peach cobbler.
I
But
saw the peach cobbler when I was ordering, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to get that." And by the time dessert came, there was no room left.
Couldn't do it.
No, there was no room.
And you know, one thing that I just wanted to add about this restaurant, you know, it also goes to show how I think a lot of neighborhoods, particularly Hyde Park and the surrounding area, are communities that a lot of times are starved for, you know, restaurants, retailers. So much of stuff concentrates downtown and in the Loop, and particularly in the South Side. Sometimes we don't have the same number of options that some of the North Side neighborhoods do, like Lincoln Park or Bucktown. You know, so restaurateurs who are out there, just want to let you know, if you give good value and you're not too expensive, that in fact you can do some good business out on the South Side of Chicago.
Yeah.
We're glad to have it, since it's in my legislative district.
It's your district, huh?
You know, I like to see
Are you
our small
campaigning for
business
Dixie
owners.
Kitchen?
No, you know, I want to see our small business owners succeeding out there.
Great. Well, Barrack, this place gets your vote, so give us a summary of it.
Gives it a terrific value, savory, tasty food for a good price and a nice family atmosphere. So I think everybody will enjoy it.
And Kevin, for you?
I thought it was excellent. I tried new things I hadn't tried before, and I enjoyed them.
And Karen, for you?
I thought it was great Southern food. The blackened catfish was absolutely wonderful. Friendly wait staff, cute, kitschy atmosphere, and definitely a good value for your money.
Well, you can find Dixie Kitchen and Bake Shop at 5225 South Harper Avenue, 773-363-4943 in Hyde Park. They serve lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and the average dinner tab without drinks is about $10 to $12 a person.